Elan's life was one of great renown. His wealth came from a thriving business dealing in cattle and exotic horses. Celebrated for his success, his charisma, and the beauty of his two wives, Avada and Janice, life seemed perfect on the surface. But perfection has a way of revealing its cracks in the most unexpected moments. Avada, the first wife, was the eldest daughter of Mr. Johannes, one of the wealthiest men in the land. She carried herself with grace, knowing her heritage and traditions were her strength. Janice, the second wife, was a humanitarian icon, widely respected for her compassion and social influence. Elan, though a man of means and stature, often found himself caught between their distinct worlds. One day, Avada approached Elan with excitement. Avada: "Elan, my father has summoned me. He is planning a grand celebration to honor his life and distribute his wealth among us, his children. As his firstborn, I must stand by his side and uphold the mantle of leadership. You, as my husband, must be there too. It is tradition for the husband of the eldest daughter to lead the family after the patriarch's passing." Elan smiled warmly, proud of Avada's role in her family. Elan: "Of course, my dear. Prepare for the journey and let me know when we leave. This is a momentous occasion." However, just days later, Janice came to him with her own news. Janice: "Darling, I've been invited to be the keynote speaker at the National Humanitarian Day event. It's an honor of the highest regard, and I'll need you to accompany me to the capital city." Elan congratulated her, his pride evident. Elan: "This is incredible, Janice. You deserve this recognition. Let me know when we're set to leave." Weeks passed, and the day of reckoning arrived. During breakfast, Janice informed Elan: "Janice, we're leaving this afternoon for the capital city. I need time to prepare and network before the event." Moments later, Avada joined the table. After the customary prayers, she shared her plans. Avada: "Elan, we'll be leaving this afternoon for my father's celebration. The entire family is waiting for us to arrive." Elan froze mid-bite. The weight of their conflicting schedules hit him like a thunderbolt. Both events were equally significant. One tied to family legacy and tradition, the other to prestige and national recognition. His heart raced as he realized he had made promises to both without considering the overlap. A heated argument erupted. Avada and Janice aired long-buried grievances, their tempers flaring. Avada accused Janice of always seeking the spotlight, while Janice countered that Avada clung too tightly to outdated traditions. Elan sat in silence, overwhelmed and at a loss for how to mediate. Now, pause for a moment and imagine yourself in Elan's shoes. How would you handle this situation? Would you choose tradition over ambition, or prioritize ambition over family obligations? Think about the consequences of your decision. Would your choice bring harmony, or would it deepen the divide? Elan's predicament isn't unique. While the specifics might differ, many of us face similar dilemmas in life, choosing between conflicting obligations, managing relationships, and trying to please everyone. Often, these situations arise because of poor planning, unclear priorities or a lack of communication. Now consider this. If it's too late for you to fix such a situation in your own life, how can you guide others, your children, students, or mentees, to avoid falling into the same trap? Replace the two wives with other scenarios: conflicting career paths, dual commitments, or incompatible relationships. How can young people be taught to prioritize wisely, communicate openly, and anticipate conflicts before they arise? Ellen's inability to navigate the conflict cost him dearly. By the end of the year, both Avada and Janice had left him, tired of competing for his attention and commitment. Ellen found himself alone, reflecting on his mistakes. He realized that if he had only planned better, communicated openly, and made clear priorities, he might have avoided the heartache. What about you? Are there areas in your life where you've overcommitted or failed to prioritize? What steps can you take today to avoid an Ellen moment? Take a moment to reflect. The choices you make today will shape the relationships and opportunities you cherish tomorrow.